Okay, we're going to strip the paint off a 4-panel door. We're going to remove, use this caustic soda but make too much of a mess. Use some paint stripper like poly stripper or diggers is pretty good. This one is sort of empty, so I'm just going to put all that all over here. Okay, tip some nice generous amount on. It's a bit of dirt on that brush, doesn't matter. And just spread it all around everywhere. We're going to get most of the top layers of paint. There's probably 10 layers of paint on here off using paint stripper. Then we're going to finish it off with caustic soda, which will get right into the cracks and everything. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm going to stop there and I'll come back. Okay, put a fairly generous amount on and just let it work. I'll just sit there for about 15 minutes. Just make sure you spread it around. You don't have to work it. Okay, and after a while we're going to come back with a paint stripper. Paint stripper with a scraper, and we'll remove most of it and we'll chuck it on a bit of paper and it goes in the bin. Okay, this is about 15 minutes later, so now you can just scrape it off. So you won't get all of it, you're going to have to apply that stuff again. What you do is just move all this down one way, then we're going to chuck it in that paper. Oh, look at that. So I don't need to film all this, so I'll come back when I've done it. Okay, I scraped most of the paint off. Don't scrape too hard, you don't want to damage the wood underneath. And I scraped it straight into that piece of paper there, so I can wrap it all up. I'm going to add some more of that poly stripper chemical which you buy from Bunnings and places. Okay, I applied another layer of paint stripper, let it sit for about 15 minutes. Be quite generous. Don't try to save on this stuff. Just want to get this paint off. If you let it dry, it's no good, so you want it quite a bit. Just spread it around, but don't overdo it, and just let it sit. That'll work. I'll come back in 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes or so. Looks like it's done its job. I'm going to scrape it off and I'll come back film again. I think I'm going to have to apply one more coat of it. Remember, there's about 10 layers of paint on here. Okay, I applied another coat of poly strip on there. Let it sit for 15 minutes. Okay, I've got most of the paint off with that paint stripper. You're not going to get much more off now. So the rest are going to get off with caustic soda. So I'm just going to mix some of that up. I'll come back. Okay, I just added some caustic soda. Like a couple of big handfuls. I mean, you don't use your hands, it'll burn you to the water. And I'm going to put it on the door now. Caustic soda should dissolve pretty easily, but swing the bucket around and help us dissolve it. Should really wear gloves even when you're using the other paint stripper. I just don't because I'm used to it. Okay, I've just tipped some caustic soda in the panels there, and then old brushes. That's why you keep your old brushes, old paint brushes. Just slop it around and it'll dissolve all of the paints which you can't get, including this layer of pink stuff which they used to put on pine before we even bought the door, because the Victorians did not like light wood, they liked it dark. So they sealed it with this, then put this really dark green stuff on. Anyway, I'm going to work that for about 20 minutes and I'll come back. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes since I filmed. I'm still working a caustic soda with an old brush. Caustic soda is going to ruin your brushes, that's why you you save the old paint brushes for this sort of job, or you just get the cheap brushes from Bunnings. You can buy 4 for a couple of dollars even. But yeah, just keep working it in and around. It's dissolving the paint, dissolving the stain, and then we're going to use the Karcher to blow it all off nice and clean, and then we'll do it again. It's a bit of work, but if you go and get them dipped, they dip them for too long and it ruins the wood and it comes back this furry mess. So this is the way I do it, because I don't want their crap. Mine will just look like natural timber when it's finished, like it hasn't been dipped or anything. So just gonna let that sit for a little bit longer and I'll come back. Okay, caustic soda's been on for about half an hour. It's dissolved all that red stain they had on there, and you can just use a hose just to hose it off now. I'm going to use the Karcher, so a bit more pressure, but you want to be careful not to apply too much pressure to the wood. You don't want it to go furry. You just want to get rubbish off it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So it looks like it's an Oregon door, but it seems to have like redwood mould and the white top. Now, after this, I'm just going to get all the water off it, just turn the door up and let it dry, and then leave it for about 2 days. I'll just pick out little bits of paint that are still stuck in the corners, and I'll just like caustic soda it again, or I might not even have to caustic soda it again, I'll just sand it out or something like that. Alright, you don't want to have the caustic soda in the wood for too long. Okay, when I've got the water off now, or the paint and that, I'm going to put vinegar on it to neutralize the caustic soda. Lemon juice is better if you got it, like if you got heaps of lemons, because not only does it neutralise, it sort of bleaches the wood back a bit as well. But vinegar's fine. Alright, if you took that to a place where they dip them, it'll come back looking like this horrible mucky light brown colour. See how it still looks yellow.